Hi, welcome back to Coffee with Chloe, where I share exclusive tips and tricks into trade show success without all the bullshit. Today, we're talking shipping and material handling. So essentially, all an Advanced Warehouse is they accept shipments for all trade show materials, and they'll store them there up until the trade show starts, and then the show decorator will take all your materials over to the convention center a couple days before the show starts. So you can get all the information on the Advanced Warehouse through the show decorator. It will all be in your quick fact sheet. But typically what happens is the Advanced Warehouse is open about a month before the show starts, and then a week before the show starts is their deadline. So anything after the deadline, you'll get hit with additional fees that it goes in late. But this is always the safest option because it's a much wider shipping window. They'll safely store everything. And also shipping directly to the convention center, especially if it's something small, there's always the risk that something will get lost, whereas if you send all your materials on a skid or crate or case to the Advanced Warehouse and it's all labeled, you know that it'll be kept there safely and brought over to your booth so that once you get there to set up, it'll already be there. For some materials, for example, if you're shipping large uncrated machinery, usually over 5,000 pounds, you have to ship it directly to the show site. The other situation where you would have to do this is if you miss the Advanced Warehouse. So this happens in a lot of times when you're shipping from show to show. So what you need to know when you're shipping directly to the convention center is whether or not they have a marshaling yard. And here's what a marshaling yard is. So marshaling yards are used at convention centers to stage trucks to avoid congestion at the dock. You do not have to be present at the marshaling yard, but you do need to communicate with your carrier if there is a marshaling yard so they know where to go. Now, the most important thing you need to know when it comes to your outbound shipment is the MHA. This is also known as the Material Handling Agreement. Essentially all it is they're going to bring you a form on the last day of the show that you will have to sign off, basically giving the show decorator permission to take all your booth materials from your booth over to the dock to be picked up. So it'll ask you your name, sign off on it, make sure that you know what carrier you're using for the show and that you put your carrier on there. What would happen if you didn't know or you left it blank? In some cases, the show decorator has their own logistics team that does shipments, and they will force your freight with their carrier if you don't fill out the material handling agreement correctly. This is more times than not exponentially more expensive for you when your freight gets forced. A great way to avoid making this mistake is filling it out online. So most decorators let you fill out all your information on the material handling before the show so that the last day of the show, all you need to do is sign off your name there. Any person on your sales team can do this. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about trade show shipping and material handling, comment them below. I might respond, I might not. You know the drill. We'll see you next time.